So I wanted to do another video tonight. Basically, this is a video about, and I mentioned in another video that I wanted to cover this topic, and it's about different ways in which you can get messages via the third eye. And I might update this. I probably will do another video on this at another later date. But there's different ways. So let's say you're in a liminal state. Let's say you're between sleeping and waking, whether that be from sleeping to waking or from waking to sleeping, the hypnagogic, hypnopompic states. So you're in either one of these states and you see things within your third eye. So basically what this means, sometimes like when people say, like when you visualize, you're going to be doing it with your imagination. So you're not going to see something within your visual scope. What I'm talking about in this video is third eye vision that you see within your visual scope. You close your eyes and you actually do see images. This does happen during these liminal states, the hypnopompic and hypnagogic states. This is like classic, this is science, this is legit stuff. This is how the brain operates. But okay, so you can get like messages, you can get really anything. You get visions, you can get psychic impressions. Sometimes these images can be fuzzy. Sometimes they can be clear. Sometimes they last for a couple of seconds. Sometimes they last longer. Now, in the beginning, you're going to get more like the fuzzy, quick stuff, right? And the stuff, like, some of it's kind of riddly, too. Some of the picture, like, the images you get are kind of riddly. And you might have to look things up or kind of, like, dig deeper. I've had to do that. And then it made sense. Or think about it. Meditate on it. You might do that. But over time, especially if you start like really exercising that, and there are methods like through meditation and other types of meditations that you can do to really like strengthen this, and you will need rest too. You know, obviously you're gonna not have to overwhelm it. But over time, the pictures, the images will get clearer, and they also will last longer. Not always. But as time goes on, you will find that you will have times when the images are clear and they're longer. Now, sometimes this is like if you're closer to like a sleep state, but sometimes I've had it where it was when I was waking, like in that hypnopompic state between sleep and wake, but it was more wakeful. Like I was awake. I opened my eyes. I had my eyes closed. I saw the image. I opened my eyes. I closed the eyes back and the image is still there. Now, this is all like, this is legit stuff. If you look into, you know, Hinduism and meditation, and I'll do a little deeper dive into that with a book, and that's for another video. But that's actually like one of the things that they talk about. You will get to a state where you can do that. You will get to a state, like, you just have to practice and you just have to keep going. I also like binaural beats for this kind of thing, too. I think that really helps you. Gets into that state, right? Really helps. That liminal state. And then, you know, there's the visions and dreams. There's different kinds of dreams. I think that's a different video. I just want to, like, so if you're seeing, like, little fuzzy pictures, and sometimes they'll be really small, like, images, and sometimes they'll be bigger and smaller or bigger. Sometimes they'll be doing things. Sometimes it'll just be that image, whatever it is. And usually you'll find that it's something to do in your life, some kind of psychic thing. It's like, it's a message for you, usually. Or some kind of divine, like if you're working with a deity and it's like their symbol, you'll see that too. So these are just some of the few, like this is kind of like a really like quick video, kind of a beginner mention on some kind of the images. Like again, sometimes they'll be really fuzzy and weird. Like some of them like you can barely make out sometimes, and some of them like you're like, oh, it kind of look like this, and then some of them are very clear. And again, how long they last also varies. But again, that's just a quick video on just mentioning that. I'll do another video on this as well. I also mean to make more videos on just things related to this, because I have a few that I haven't posted that I've already made, but also just what to expect when on this path and how to enhance the outcome, because you're going to want to get to a point where the images are, I'm assuming, if you, if you deal with if you delve into witchcraft and the occult and you want to be better at your psychic abilities, I'm assuming that you want to develop these skills. And so in the beginning, again, it's gonna range. There's gonna be a range. There also may be some auditory with this as well. Again, that's another function of the brain, as when you are sleeping, you see and hear things. So when you're in these states, you may hear things as well. But right now, I'm just mostly focused on the clair sentient that you'll be seeing. It's really, again, and it ties into like some more of the dream visions and stuff like that, meditation. But again, this is just, again, your eyes are closed and you actually do see images when your eyes are closed and the darkness, and then you will see images appear. That is a legit function of your brain, and you are you're tapping in, you're getting information, and that's really awesome, and that's really wonderful, and that's what we want to see more of if you're on this path. But again, that was just a little quick informative on the different types of third eye visions and how they manifest.